Battlefield Labs for the next Battlefield title will be the only way DICE tests new mechanics, features and content according to DICE lead producer David Sutherland, also known as Tigger. With the recent update of Battlefield 2042, everyone got a little bit excited that DICE is perhaps using Battlefield 2042 as a test platform for the next game, which was now shut down by DICE themselves to not be the case. The name is Ace. Welcome back to another Battlefield video. What is clear is that DICE officially ended support for Battlefield 2042's major updates after Season 7, which launched early last year. They confirmed that there will be no additional seasons beyond that, but the game would still receive minor updates and technical support as needed. Basically, they just put the game on live support, as we are well aware. But the new Battlefield update introduced new loading screens out of nowhere, and the important part from this was this. Now you will be able to see improved descriptions and iconography indicators for the rules of each mode before loading into a match. This specific part has gotten people talking that the now basically defunct in updates department Battlefield 2042 is now serving as a testing ground for the next Battlefield game. Because why would they all of a sudden update loading screens for a game they said would not receive anything but some maintenance patches here and there, and this is more of a quality of life feature than anything else. And I, as well among everyone else, assumed that the brand new loading screens with detailed information about the game mode and the rules you are trying to play is a part of the next Battlefield's initiative. But who does this really serve? Well, it can only serve new and unexperienced players who are either new to Battlefield and never played a similar game before, and DICE is just trying to make it easier for them to transition into the massive scale game modes, or it was created for all the Battlefield players who stopped playing after, I don't know, like Battlefield 4 and perhaps never experienced the so-called new game modes. And by new, these are also like 10-year old by now. And my god, where has the time went when I'm saying that operations and frontlines are nearly 10 years old as well? That's fucking crazy. Anyway, that notion was resonating in me even further when in the same update, Frontlines, the game mode I just mentioned, was also added into Portal, and we know that Portal is coming as well in the next game. This all hinted at the now debunked claim that this is all just a big test for the next Battlefield. It actually got me to log into Battlefield 2042 and play out this Battle of the Bulge for you guys. And I know I'm a bit late, but this map is now also part of the regular rotation for Battlefield 2042. So if you haven't played in a while, what you're watching the entire video isn't Portal, it's a regular game. It got me thinking, should DICE in fact use all the Battlefield games as a testing ground for new features? I mean, it makes sense, right? You still have access to a sizable amount of players where you could just randomly upload some features for people to test, even if they aren't aware that they are literally testing a feature from the next Battlefield game. Perhaps it would have been a fine idea, but now we have Battlefield Labs, and if they were to secretly upload features from the next Battlefield game onto Battlefield 2042, how would they receive any feedback for those new things? You know what I mean? How do you feel about this? Do you want them to upload possible new things from the next game into Battlefield 2042 so you can get a sneak peek? Or are you of the opinion, nah, screw Battlefield 2042, just give me Battlefield Labs and let me know in the comment section how you feel about that. Just a small reminder guys, I post Battlefield on the regular and plan to continue throughout the entire new game and beyond, and would love to keep providing content for you. So please consider leaving a like or a comment and subscribe, thank you so much. I will say that I do appreciate how fast we got a response from so many DICE about this rumor, rather than keeping us in the dark for a lack of a better word. So far the communication has been rather positive I might say, at least leading up to Battlefield Labs. But in my opinion this is just who Tigger is, he's very transparent when he's allowed to be by the higher-ups. And this time it seems they have maybe shifted their attention to responding quick to player questions, even if it's not in the game and it was just on social media on somebody's personal account. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but for me, this is a positive thing. The next positive thing would be if I open my email one of these days and see an invitation to Battlefield Labs. I hope soon we get some date when the tests might actually happen publicly. I heard rumors that some people were already invited and are actively testing the new game from the first initial applications we submitted the other week after we saw the trailer and everything else. I would really love to try it out and give some honest feedback from the side of a very old competitive player. Now listen, I don't plan to make Battlefield 6 the next big esports, don't get me wrong here. My intention would be to test out tank and infantry and try in my feedback to make them understand why it worked in Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 and why we should move in that direction. Now this is the worst case scenario. I could just log into Battlefield Labs and I'm already playing a spiritual successor to those two games, with everything good from other Battlefield games already added in for that extra flavor. Besides, they already said that's exactly what they'll be doing, so my expectations will be set towards that direction while being still cautiously optimistic. As for Battlefield 2042, I have to say I had quite a bit of fun on this Battle of the Bulge match. What a great map, what a classic. They should maybe just add all the remaining Portal maps into the regular rotation. I think that would be fun. I don't like the vanilla maps of Battlefield 2042, but I feel like the map fix is right there. Let us play the old maps. Not many games have such a recipe at their fingertips to fix their bad maps like Battlefield 2042 has. I hope to see Battle of the Bulge return in the new game as well. It also felt just refreshing having a normal experience without SBMM and EOMM and getting wall exploded all the time with kilometers of smoke in my face like I do in Delta Force. If you enjoyed watching this video and want me to provide content for you even more, please leave a like, comment and consider subscribing. I post regular content for your needs. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a very good day. Bye bye.